Hi everyone and welcome. In the previous video we have covered the complete setup for our Orange Pi 4a board with Ubuntu Jammy Server Linux. Okay, that how you can configure USB debugging, how you can connect your board with Wi-Fi, how you can connect with the board terminal using Putty software as well as via SSH. Now in this video, instead of flashing Ubuntu Jammy Server Linux operating system to SD card, we are going to flash Ubuntu Jammy XFCE Desktop Linux to the SD card, and then we will see the complete process. As well as we will see how you can visualize the desktop environment in your laptop as well using HDMI cable. Okay, so let's see how you can do that. So right now on the camera you can see I have this Orange Pi 4a board. Okay, I have this USB to TTL converter, memory card reader, 64 GB of memory card, and this is HDMI to HDMI cable. Now here I have the HDMI to USB converter available. Okay, so we can use this to capture the HDMI output of this board to our system. Okay, and we can use this Commons Studio Pro software to capture the HDMI output of Orange Pi 4a board. Okay, so let's first of all flash the operating system onto the SD card, and then we will see the complete process. So I'm going to plug the SD card in my SD card reader. Okay, so we have plugged it. Now I am going to connect with my system. Okay, and we need to format this. So here I'm going to open the SD card formatter software. And here you can see we have only connected one SD card, and that drive is F drive, and the capacity of the SD card is 64 GB. I'm going to do the quick format, and we will click on the format button. Okay, we have successfully formatted our SD card. Now I can close this SD card formatter tool, and we can open the Balena Etcher software. Okay, and we are going to run that in the admin mode. Now, as I have explained initially, that we are going to flash Ubuntu Jammy XFCE Desktop Linux onto the SD card. Okay, so from where you can download that operating system image. So here I have provided the link. So we are going to flash the Ubuntu operating system. So you can go for the Ubuntu link and you will be navigated to the Google Drive. And here you can see Orange Pi, Ubuntu Jammy Desktop XFCE Linux. Okay, so this is the one we want. So you can download it from here. I have already downloaded. Okay, and here it is on my system. So GitHub, embedded devices, and here we will go to the Orange Pi operating system, and the operating system for Orange Pi 4a, Ubuntu operating system. And here you can see Ubuntu Jammy Desktop GNOME, which I have extracted previously. Now we can extract the XFCE image. Okay, so we have successfully extracted, and here you can see the folder. Now inside the folder you will be having two files. First one is the image file, and the second one is the SHA file. We are mainly concentrating on this image file. So once you have extracted this, you can navigate to the Balena Etcher. You can select flash from file, and here we have the board of Orange Pi 4a, Ubuntu operating system, and we are going to flash the XFCE Linux. Okay, yeah, XFCE Desktop Linux. So go to this folder, select it, and click on flash. Okay, it will start flashing that operating system onto the SD card which we have plugged in. So we have to wait until it complete the flashes, and after that it will start validating the entire SD card. And after completion of that validation, we can use that SD card into our Orange Pi 4a board, and we'll wait for the board to boot up. Okay, so let's wait until this complete. Okay, so our operating system has been successfully flashed onto our SD card. Okay, now we can close this Balena etcher. We can remove the SD card from our system. Now we can plug the SD card on the back side of our Orange Pi 4A board. Okay, now we have two options to set up this board. Okay, either we can use this USB to TTL converter to set up this board. Otherwise, we can directly plug this board, okay, to our system using this HMI cable, and we can connect our keyboard and mouse to configure this board. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, we have already covered the USB debugging method to set up this board in the previous video when we have flashed the server Linux into our Orange Pi 4A board. Okay, so I'm not going to perform that same method now. What we will do is, we will use this HDMI cable to connect it with our system. So you can connect this HDMI cable like this. Okay, then you can plug the second end of the HDMI cable into this HDMI video capture card, and you can plug that into our system. Okay, so we have successfully plugged it. Now here you can see we have HDMI video capture card available. Right now you will see the blank because we haven't powered up our Orange Pi 4A board. Okay, so that's why it is blank. Now we will power up the Orange Pi 4A board. Okay, and let me arrange the keyboard and mouse to connect with our Orange Pi 4A board. Okay, here you can see initializing bootloader. So we have successfully boot up our Orange Pi 4A board with the XFCE desktop Linux. Now let's wait. Okay, so we have successfully boot up the Orange Pi XFCE desktop Linux into our Orange Pi 4A board. Okay, now here you can see I can move the mouse. Okay, let me turn on the mouse, and here you can see the mouse which you are seeing moving. Okay, it is inside the Orange Pi. Okay, now my system mouse is this one. Okay, using this method you don't have to buy any external display. Okay, you can use your own laptop desktop as display. Okay, now if you want to connect with the Wi-Fi, then here we can connect with the Wi-Fi. So here you can see it is supporting both 4G and 5G network. So I'm going to connect with my 4G network, and here it will ask for the password. So I'm going to provide the password here. Here you can see connection established. Okay, so we have successfully connected our Orange Pi 4A board with the Wi-Fi. Now if you want to open the terminal of the Orange Pi 4A board, then you can go to the application, and here you can see terminal emulator. Okay, you can open it, and here you can check for IP address. So if config, and then you can hit enter. Okay, here you can see the IP address of our Orange Pi 4A board, 192.168.1.8. Okay, so this is how you can use this operating system. Okay, Orange Pi Ubuntu Jammy desktop XFCE operating system. You can flash it onto the SD card. Okay, you can plug that SD card into your Orange Pi 4A board. You can connect your mouse, you can connect your keyboard. Okay, and then you can connect your HDMI cable with HDMI to USB card. Okay, and you can plug that card into your system, and using the Camo Studio Pro software you can get access to the desktop environment of Orange Pi 4A board. Okay, so this is how you can set your things up. Okay, and once you have the IP address of your Orange Pi 4A board, so here you can see, okay, once you have the IP address, so we'll install the later update. So here you can see we have the IP address 192.168.1.8. So I can use that IP address to connect with the Orange Pi 4A board using SSH. So let us ping the IP address first, 192.168.1.8. And here you can see we are getting successful ping. Now I can type SSH root @ 192.168.1.8, and then okay, we have connected with this IP address previously, so we have to delete the SSH entries. Okay, so we'll go to the parrot user, we'll go to the SSH folder, and we'll delete these entries. And then we can again run the same command. We'll type yes, and here we will provide the password, which is Orange Pi. Okay, and here you can see I am connected with the Orange Pi 4A terminal over the SSH, and if I want to see the desktop, then also I can see the desktop. So this is how you can save the cost of your display. Okay, and you can use your monitor or use your own laptop as the display for your Orange Pi 4A board. Okay, now in the next video, instead of Ubuntu Jemmy XFC desktop Linux, we are going to flash Ubuntu Jemmy GNOME desktop Linux, and we'll see the same thing. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video, and if you have any question or any doubt inside this video, then you can always ping me on Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp, anywhere. Also you can send me a mail, also you can ping me on LinkedIn. Okay, so stay tuned for the future videos. Till then, take care, goodbye, and thank you.